In the last tutorial, we added the legal pages, the contact page, privacy, disclaimer, and so on to the website. These are pages that you need, but you don't necessarily want them getting into Google. You want your most important pages in Google so that when somebody searches for something, your important pages come up. So we really want to tell Google, please ignore these legal pages. If I go to Google now and do a search, and I'm searching for site : and then the name of my domain, Google will show me the pages that are in Google. And what you can see is we've got terms, disclaimer, copyright, contact, privacy policy. In other words, we've got the legal pages. When you've set your legal pages up, what you really need to do is go in and tell Google to ignore them, and that's what I'm going to show you now. And you can do it immediately. I've left it until these pages got indexed so I could show you that they are in Google, and this is how we're going to get rid of them from Google. It won't be automatic. It will take weeks, possibly even a month or two before they are removed, but we're going to go in and start the process. And to do that, we actually have a couple of options here. The first one is to go into the SEO settings. This is from the Yoast SEO plugin, and go to titles and metas. And what you can do is click over onto post types, and then under pages, because the pages are only really being used for legal pages, we could actually say no index, and then Google would ignore them. However, the problem with this is that you might set up a page later on, let's say an affiliate program page where you can list affiliate programs that you're promoting on your site, and then because it's a page it won't get indexed, or you'd have to remember to reset it. What I prefer to do is go in and turn these off individually. So if we go into pages, all pages, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to open these up in a separate tab of my browser, not including the front page. Let me just drag this down so you can see the tabs. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to each of these in turn and scroll down to the Yoast SEO settings. These are added by the Yoast plugin that we installed earlier in the course. And once you get here, you can see the title and a description if there is one, and the URL. This is how this page will appear in Google. Let's just have a look, see how accurate that actually is. This is the contact. Okay, here's the contact. We've actually got a little bit more. We've got the top part of the page there. But anyway, that's just an aside. We don't actually want it at all. So we're going to click on this cog, and then under Meta Robot Index, select No Index. What that means is it's telling Google, do not index this page. This next line, Meta Robots Follow, is set to follow, and you can set it to no follow. Leave it at follow, because all this means is, does Google follow the links on that page? Yes, if Google finds the page, we're quite happy for it to follow the links on the page. We just don't want it indexed. The other thing we want to do is Meta Robots Advanced. We want to select No Archive, and that basically tells Google, don't keep any copies of this URL in your database. It's not important. We don't need it. So with those settings set, we can update the page, and if we come back down, we can check now. That's no index, no archive. So all I need to do is repeat that for the other pages. No index, no archive, update, and then I'll show you what that has done to the actual source code. Okay, I've done that for those pages. What I can do is click on the link to actually go to the page, and then if I right click on the page and go to view page source, it'll show me the code that runs this particular web page. And if we go down hit to this area here, we see meta name robots, content, no index, follow, no archive. So it is telling Google now, don't index it, don't archive it. In other words, don't keep copies of it. So eventually those pages now should disappear from Google. So that's how you tell Google to ignore certain pages on your site. You don't only have to do this with legal pages. You might have other pages you don't want in Google's index, and you can do it in exactly the same way. The same applies to posts. If there's any posts for whatever reason you don't want them in Google, just go in and do the same procedure.